Okay. Well, good evening.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Close to your mouth.
Close to my mouth like that? All right. Well, good evening. I guess I will impromptu be the moderator this evening. So my name is Haley Richards. I'm co-president of the League of Women Voters of the Pensacola Bay Area, along with Ellen Roston, who's sitting in the front. So Ellen, wave your hand. All right. And so I'm delighted to kind of fill in for Lisa. Sorry she wasn't able to come. So I believe her normal routine is to introduce our panelists, kind of read their biographies, and then we're going to let them kind of speak to their particular interests and what they're going to bring to us tonight. And then you have your note cards that you've been hopefully writing down questions, and you may have questions now as the panelists are sharing their information with you, and then commenting about things from the documentary that we just saw. So if you need note cards, let us know. We'll pass out some more. If you have your questions already written down, then we will. Oh, he's telling me to move. Okay. Then we will. Then we will collect them, and then we'll use those a little bit later after the panel has presented. So we're going to start with Dr. Dion Moultrie-King, who's an assistant professor, has a PhD and a master's degree in social work from the University of Georgia, as well as an undergraduate degree from Spelman College. Her research topics include adolescent risk behaviors, dating violence, and health disparities. Her peer-reviewed work has been published in the Journal of Human Behavior and the Social Environment, Social Work and Public Health, and the Journal of Correctional Healthcare, among others. She has also made juried presentations at public health and social work conferences to discuss adolescent female sexual health risk behaviors among detained youth, dating violence perpetration. I think I might be a little tired. Healthcare needs and behavior problems among special needs adolescents. She was named the Educator of the Year in 2015 by the Northwest Florida Unit of the National Association of Social Workers. Her teaching interests include domestic violence, research, crisis intervention, at-risk adolescents, evaluation of community and instructional practices, macro social work practice, and human behavior and social environment. Before joining UWF, she taught middle school and practiced as a social worker in a variety of positions, providing individual and group therapy, case management, and supervision. Welcome. Okay. All right, well then our next panelist is Dr. James, and I don't want to butcher your last name. Aruda is with us also. So he's a professor of psychology and associate dean for the College of Health and teaches courses in cognitive neuroscience, biological psychology, sensation and perception, research methods, and behavioral statistics. And he has a very long resume. And I believe, he came to UWF in 2004. And we'll let you maybe share a little bit more about your background just due to time. And then our next person that is with us over on the next table is Bree, is it Conklin? Mm-hmm. Is a licensed clinical social worker and has worked in the world of clinical social work for nearly 12 years. She earned her master's in social work from the University of West Florida and is a short 14 weeks from completing her doctorate in clinical social work from the University of Tennessee. And at present, she's in private practice at the Santa Rosa Counseling Center with a clinical practice specialization in chronic complex trauma, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, and infant mental health. And she is certified in trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy and child-parent psychotherapy. In addition to maintaining a full-time private practice, over the last 4 years, she has taught courses in the Masters of Social Work program at the University of West Florida, and in 2016 was recognized as a Social Work Educator of the Year by the Northwest Florida Unit of the Florida chapter of NASW. And so she's also registered with the state of Florida as a qualified supervisor to oversee the licensure process of registered clinical social work interns. Welcome. We have Dr. James Burns, and he's a professor of pediatrics with the University of Florida's College of Medicine. He is the Director of Adolescent Medicine and Pediatric Residency Research at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital in Pensacola. And he also has a very long thing too, so I'm just due to time. You can share a little bit more about your background as well. And then we'll come back over one more time. And we have to say, Trinasa White is also with us. And she is a native of Pensacola, has lived here for the majority of her life. She's a single parent of a 9-year-old son. She is currently attending Pensacola State College to obtain her bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and is newly employed as a traffic manager at Cumulus Media, Inc. Trinasa will be sharing her personal experience as it relates to the research and information in the documentary. So thank you for being with us. Last one, but not least. So at the very end over there, we have Dr. Kimberly Day. She's an assistant professor at the University of West Florida. She has earned a PhD in human development with a concentration in child and adolescent development from Virginia Tech in Blacksburg, Virginia in 2014. Following her doctoral program, she completed a 2-year Lawson postdoctoral fellowship with the Offord Center for Child Studies at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and her research focuses on individual and contextual factors that influence young children's socio-emotional development. Her interests include parental and postnatal stressors, atypical development, children's self-regulation, children's private speech, and other areas related to parenting and child development. So, welcome.